Hello and welcome. We are Team No Name, and today we will be presenting CRM solution and its implementation for Green Incorporation. Briefly going over the agenda, we'll start with SCQ, followed by a brief overview of CRM solutions and its implication. Then we'll take a look at a few prototypes and the different options that are available. We'll end our presentation by giving our recommendation and the next steps, as well as the website demo for the CRM website that we made. To break down the problem, we use this approach called SCQ, which stands for Situation, Complication, Question. With the background information that we have, we know that Green Incorporation is a privately owned investment company whose customer base is growing. We understand the complication arises when the business is trying to properly manage its customer base and create a sustainable long-term and short-term strategy. That's why the question that we will be answering in this presentation is, how does a mid-size private investment firm establish a strong CRM foundation for growth and customer client satisfaction? Now, with the question in mind, let's talk about CRM and what it would mean to have it as a solution. So to start off, as the name suggests, customer relationship management, it really allows a business to understand its customer more effectively. This helps the business grow stronger relationships with customers and earn more loyalty. In addition to that, CRM also allows for greater integration and communication between departments, making the flow of information much smoother and breaking organizational silos. CRM can also provide analytics, a feedback system, and more importantly, allow us to create a marketing strategy that helps the business with reaching out to select target customers, or in this case, investors. Lastly, collaboration is made easy for all customers, and application allows for high scalability, which is very significant for Green Incorporation. So moving on to talking about some of the downsides of having CRM. CRM is only effective if used properly. That means without a solid process and a plan in place, it would be pointless to spend time, money, and resources on this solution. In addition, there will be changes that need to be made in the processes, such as data entry, which can be inconvenient. And lastly, there is also the cost aspect, which needs to be considered. There's a great visual on some of the primary features of CRM on the bottom left side of the screen. Having both of these pros and cons, as well as the features in mind, I will pass it on to Lavender to talk about the need for CRM.
Hi guys, let's talk about some statistics how the CRM would help the business grow. 86% of the customer would pay more to get a better service. And CRM system improve customer retention rates, which leads to a profit increase of 25 to 85%. Also encourage customers to spend roughly 20 to 40% more on company products. As a result, CRM boosts the company's revenue up to 60% on average, as well as 300% for conversation rate between sales and customers. Next slide, please. So we use Figma to design our UI solution for Green Incorporation. Our CRM system contains all departments Green Incorporation needs for the daily operation and should provide a faster and convenient communication for operation. This CRM system would generate summary report with the data entered from each department, which would help create or adjust the business strategy, manage and build relationship with the customer, and ensure data accuracy to have competitive advantage in the market. Next slide, please. Especially our CRM system have backup, restore, update, online, offline mode, updated, and feedback features to help prevent loss or corrupted data from Green Incorporation. In addition, we also have user profile features where Green Incorporation users can add information and activity history to track of the process. Next slide, please. Here is one of the 7 departments UI that our CRM system has, the sales department. We have our objectives agenda to follow up the progress. Salesforce team design sales strategic and test to improve selling. And lastly, the customer success planner to ensure our Salesforce team on the right track of providing the exceptional service and quality product to our customers. Next slide, please. Another important features that the system has is the customer service, which would help Green Incorporation evaluate their customers' need, improve the customer service by providing a live chat, customers list, which helps support team to follow up the customer account, which helps record keeping in track of the tasks or needs. Importantly, we have the opportunity to plan out the prospect companies and potentially create business strategy to help close the deal. And now I'm passing on to Viet.
Okay, so thank you, Lavender. Let's talk about two options available when considering CRM on-premise and cloud. So on-premise need a physical server, so the company would need to hire somebody to take care of the maintenance part. But the company will have more privacy and flexibility. But there's also a higher chance of manual error, longer wait time, and hard to scale. For the company is that is stable and isn't consistently changing, this is a good option. So while cloud on the other hand doesn't have those difficulty, since the third party will be providing most of the resource. So next slide. So this is the weak cost comparison between two platforms. So cloud clearly outweigh the on-premise solutions. So as we mentioned before, with our proper goal and strategy alignment, the CRM application would not be nearly as effective. That's why we are providing 4 major goals to keep in mind. First, improving customer satisfaction. CRM indirectly improving customer experience through faster response time, better quality, and accessible information. Second, we want to improve efficiency, both in terms of employee productivity and process efficiency. Third, CRM should be one of the primary factors that help drive digital innovation and provide new market opportunity, leading to better brand and bigger customer base. Last but not least, CRM directly affect teams like sales and support with a better organization, which eventually have make a better decision. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, we're going to be talking about the overall approach in implementing CRM model. First, we will have the first step, which is our target market, which we analyze to be people from the ages 20 to 50-year-olds with savings. Step 2 will be focusing on the question on how to keep customers returning back to the business, which can be done with sales memberships. Step 3, which will be getting feedback from customers by surveys, as well as informing any stakeholders. Step 4 will be to ensure a smooth transition to the CRM model, as well as adapting to any changes and considering the risk. Step 5 is to execute the CRM model, making sure that the CRM model follows the guidelines and accomplishes its goals. Step 6, finally, will just be making sure that the CRM model works for a long time use. Now we will be looking at the React app that we created that will be mimicking and having a demo for the CRM for the Green Corporation. So firstly, we can see right here is we have a bunch of reports and graphs, and this is the dashboard, which will be to analyze the best moves to increase investors to join this business, as well as we have a customer support, which, as Lavender had talked about, would just be focusing on getting feedback and making sure that the business is doing well by emails and call centers, focusing on tickets, making sure everything has been improved. Here we have a customer list, which just focuses on general and detailed information for all of the customers to feel like they're being prioritized. As well, lastly, we have opportunity deals, which just deals with opportunity members and potential customers that this business can have, and making sure that they're treated well, and special, just making sure that they do not move on to a different business. Lastly, we just want to say thank you to hackMISSO and